I'm Kobi Halperin here in Chicago, and this is Fashion Files magazine. So we are super excited. We basically, this collection was inspired from actually my visit to the Hermitage, where I actually met or re-met in a way again Erte. And basically, since I started designing or thinking about design, I always have been inspired from Erte work. And when it came to me the opportunity of actually being able to do this collaboration, I was so happy, because I really always think about fashion design as art, and being inspired from an artist, it's an amazing opportunity. And it just really allowed me to kind of really bring all my passion to details and workmanship, and really bring it in a very contemporary way to a woman of today. Oh, I have two girls, I can't choose one, and I love them all. I think to me it's really more about the details that I'm attached to, and the concept behind it, that it's kind of like really something that you can wear during the day and wear at night, and it's not necessarily just an evening dress. It's something that is very versatile. I feel like it's all about building relationship, and I feel like as a company I worked with Nelman for many years, actually for 20 years, so I have the relationship with Nelman Marcus, and for me, since I started working with the Kobi Halperin brand, it was very important for me to create a strong relationship with the customer, know that they can come to Nelman Marcus, find the Kobi Halperin product, and also found many of the exclusive that are basically done only at Nelman Marcus. And I think this is something that's really important today, that everybody have something unique, that the customer can have a different experience in every store that he goes. It's a real relationship. So for me, I feel like as a designer, and in a humble way, I feel like that's kind of like what's setting me apart a little bit from other designers maybe, is the fact that I love women and I love my customer. And for me, I just have an amazing woman that I was like helping her to dress and kind of like explaining her how to put the pieces together, and she was basically with tears, because some women basically just covering themselves to get dressed, and I love the idea that the women can actually celebrate getting dressed and putting clothes on her and look at the mirror and just be happy about it. So that's the emotion that honestly it's a very true experience, and I feel like sometimes it's allowing us to kind of like walk away from all the fashion chaos and just really have the real connection with the customer. I think it's just a continuous of your questions before, because I think that for me it's a journey and it's a relationship with the customers, and I knew that the only way for me to stay true to myself and to kind of like really build the relationship and continue the relationship with the customer, it's about doing my own brand. I think absolutely. I think it's fashion. It's all about timing, and I do believe that I was ready for it. I feel like it was an amazing opportunity to work in other companies, make mistakes, and really kind of like develop my sense, and not just my fashion sense, also my business sense, and kind of like really be ready, especially in this like very challenging environment, that it's not the easiest economic environment. I think it's really about understanding what you do, why you do it, and I think it was the right timing for me. I want to be part of her life in every possible way. So for me it's about we're starting with the ready-to-wear, which I think it's the thing that's close to her the most, and from there I just want to kind of like really develop a very clear DNA of the brand, that kind of like allowing me to get to other categories, as accessories, shoes, perfumes, cosmetics, everything. But again, everything that kind of like have a very clear story and keep developing their relationship. It was actually inspired from an exhibition that I saw in Paris, and it was actually all Paul Gauguin images, and I called it Tropical Reimagined, because basically it reminded me my first trip to America, to Florida, and coming from Israel, the desert in a way, and see all this beautiful green and open sky. I was so excited about it. And when I saw the Tahiti girls that Gauguin was drawing, and I realized that even that was a little bit of imagination, it it wasn't exactly what he wanted to find there, and he just basically created that. I knew that's going to be the theme of the next season. I think there's a lot of talks, and I feel like everybody's trying to make things differently. I think the important things, and that's what I'm trying to do with the collection, is about creating a collection that is very rare now. I think the material, the fabrication, I feel like people want to be able to come in, buy something and wear it right now. So it's not. I think that's the most important shift. It's about, obviously we're always showing fall pieces, but when you're stripping all the real fall pieces that are more like a spice, you actually see that everything can be worn all year round. I think that's one of the important things right now, because the customers are traveling, the customers are tourists, they're coming in, you can't really, this is where I feel like the game changed.